Still waiting for a big smile out of you. You're up 2-0. What's the story? Are you not happy, or you're only half happy, or?
Still to be happy about.
You're up 2-0.
Job's not finished. Job finished? I don't think so.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Bricks Blazing Takes. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you here with me. I appreciate that. So without further ado, let's get right into it.
Yo, what's up, SimWorld? Rick Blaze back at you. Another episode of Blazing Takes, baby. We keeping this going on a daily basis. And I'm giving it to you hot off the presses. I'm serving it up like Shipley's Donuts early in the morning. I'm giving to you these Blazing Takes fresh. I'm checking in. I'm watching the Africa versus DMV game. And I'm telling you, Africa looks different. Something happened. There was some adjustments made by the coach, by the team, by somebody. They look different. They look good. They look more fluid. They look different today, like Heartland looked different on last night. We're gonna get into that in a minute. Don't know if Africa's gonna win, but I like what I see. And a lot of the scoring I saw from Africa early. Again, I'm checking in. I saw the first half. So anything past this first half, I don't know because they won't be on this episode. But what I saw in that first half, not only did they look different, they look more committed and more energy on the offense and defensive end. Offensively, they was getting at it while Bentley wasn't even on the court. They unlocking something. I think Cola's getting that shot, and I think he's a plus player on the court for them. He has some stuff in this game he needs to work on, but he's a plus player on the court for them. Looks like so far. We'll see what they can do. Coach Murray obviously can make adjustments. We'll see what adjustments DMV can make. Hey, and we'll see who pulls out the game on the end. Now, let me drop some bombs really quick. Gotta drop those bombs, baby. It wouldn't be LA if it wasn't about something popping off. It just wouldn't be LA if it wasn't about something popping off. What am I referring to? Late last night, some of you guys may have saw it, some of you guys may have not. The Showtime team has just hired a new full-time head coach, which is very interesting this time of year. Like, Showtime is on a roll. I think they're 7 out of their last 10. They're 4 in a row. They're on a roll. I think they're 8 out of their last 10. They're 4 in a row. They're on a roll. They make a coaching change. Wow. They have aspirations of race to one, winning the whole thing. They're making a coaching change. Now, this coaching change could be a beautiful thing. I have no idea. I don't know if I'm Coach Joyner, if I'm keeping it the same. Am I doing things differently? I have no idea, but I just know right now they on the roll. They on a heater right now. That's all I got. They're on a heater right now. But it'll be interesting to see how Coach Joyner measures with this team. Interesting to see how Coach Joyner, not only on the court, but off the court. You know, they have some personalities, especially Corey Yams. Interesting to see how Coach Joyner runs his ship, right? Some people run a really, really tight ship. They don't like their players to have too much, feedback back and forth in the media. And Yams is obviously a person who has no problems getting into it, no problem speaking his mind. So we'll see the dynamic of does he need to reel that in? Is Coach gonna let him be that? Coach Smith and Coach Yams was locking step. So we'll see how this thing works. Interesting times though. Very interesting move at a very interesting time to a very interesting team. A lot of pressure. But like Coach Joyner said yesterday in Discord, pressure make diamonds, and he ain't lying. We're going to see. Let's get into the games from last night. The North, throw those ends up, put it down on SimWorld Europe. Everybody was looking for Coach Mack on SimWorld Europe to see what he was going to bring. I'm not going to say he's disappointed. It's the first game. You never know. But I'm more impressed with the North. Actually, I know what happened. Marsh is now on the reverse kiss of death. It's the second time he's said something about the North, and North is now 2-0 since Marsh has said something. I don't know what's going on with Marsh and the North, but you know what? I'm with it. North pulled it out. Alex Rodriguez has been doing his thing, 17 points. Vekic, 16 points and 5 boards in the loss. But I like the North coming against some confidence, right? Of course, they're not going nowhere this season, but it builds up for the following season. I'm with that. Beast of the East in South America. Beast of the East, one of the tops in their division and in their conference. South America, like I said yesterday, good morning, good afternoon, good night. It's probably not going to happen for you guys this season. I love y'all. It's not going to happen this year, though. Also, games that played last night. Gotham over Latin America. See South America for details on how I feel. Latin America, just see South America for details on how I feel about you guys' season. Best Coast, Cascadia, that'd have been a really good win for Cascadia. I picked them as a team that's going to jump up and get that one of those 8 spots for Race to 1. That's a really, really tough team by Best Coast. I got to give LDO some credit. I didn't see this version of LDO coming. I'll be honest with you. I wasn't on the LDO train. I thought he was a decent player. I thought he was a good player. I didn't see him carrying the team, and I was wrong about that. 37 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. He's been playing like a top 10 player over the last couple of months. It is what it is. Shout out to LDO and shout out to Best Coast, who's keep rolling. Also, the game last night, Heartland and Rocky Mountains. I alluded to it earlier. Coach Skinny and Heartland Zombies had them boys strapping up last night, my G. Their defense was strappy, and it was scrappy, and their offense looked really fluid. Something has changed. Some philosophy or something that Coach Skinny has done has got these boys that was their best game I've seen from them all season, from both offensive and defensive side at the same time in one game. They held Rocky Mountain, who leads the league in points per game, to 59 points. And my man Carter Fields harassed the hell out of Justin Bell, who's a really good player, coming off Player of the Week. Congratulations, Zombie Stars. Great job for that. Finally, the nightcap with Showtime and Rainy Trays. Hey, like I said, Showtime doing what Showtime does. I've been picking them since day one. I think they're one of those squads. I think they've gone under the radar a little bit, but I think that's how they want it. I'm thinking that's how they want it. I don't really see them in the chats, in the comments after a win. They might say a couple of good games, but there's nothing crazy. Like, there's no real bubbly excitement. I think these guys are focused. I think they're one of the scariest teams in the SimWorld. Think about it last night. Bronny James, of course he led them in points, but he only played 18 minutes. He had 19 points in 18 minutes, which means for a lot of that game, there's 32 minutes in the game. That means for, 12 minutes, he wasn't on the court. That's a lot of basketball time he'll not be on the court to play against a really good team like Rain Trays. He's not on the court, and they're still winning, which means other people are now stepping up. That is scary. Bronny may lose the scoring record, the scoring championship for most points, leading the league in points this year, because he don't have to play as many minutes maybe because his team is stepping up now. Wow, that's scary. That's all I got. Make sure you guys keep it tapped. Keep locked. I'll be right here back here tomorrow kicking this thing out. Don't lose or change that dial. Peace.